So the BJP is up in arms over a Kerala councillor reportedly apologising after saying Jai Hind during her oath-taking ceremony. This controversy broke after Akhila GS, who won from Kurakanni ward in capital Thiruvananthapuram, was celebrating after being administered her oath, and she said Jai Hind. Kerala BJP chief Rajeev Chandrasekhar slammed the left's culture of intolerance, claiming that their tolerance ended where patriotism begins. She was seen crying. She was seen as somebody who was embarrassed after saying Jai Hind. He also said, Rajeev Chandrasekhar also said, that the left has created a culture of fear where expressing love for the nation is being punished. Meanwhile, there's more politics over Sabrimala gold theft, and that is only escalating. Allegations are there between Kerala government and the BJP now, and the Congress party has also joined in. BJP's Rajeev Chandrasekhar has alleged that the UDF-LDF conspiracy in Sabrimala gold theft is evident. This is the big allegation that Rajeev Chandrasekhar, who is the state president of the party in BJP, has made. Kerala BJP chief has levelled a big charge here, alleging that the LDF appointed Devaswam board sold 4 idols to international criminal networks. BJP has demanded a CBI probe into the irregularities at the Sabrimala temple, calling it a grave act of sacrilege. Kerala Minister V. Sivankutti, meanwhile, has dropped a bombshell, saying that he has shared images of Sonia Gandhi with the main accused, Unnikrishnan Poti. Kerala government has alleged a Congress link to the main accused. Let's listen into those reactions.
This is most unfortunate that a left councillor who swore oath on the constitution has to apologize for saying Jai Hind. Immediately has to retract Jai Hind slogan. You have to be apologetic for being patriotic. Patriotism invites penalty in left parties because that is the kind of atmosphere there is. That's why the person, she felt so intimidated, so apologetic that she withdrew the Jai Hind slogan. So it shows that in left party you can say Jai Hamas, Jai Philistine, you can say Jai Afzal, Jai Yaqub, you can reject Bharat Mata, you can reject Vande Mataram. You can't say Jai Hind. If you say Jai Hind, then it will be penalized.
Rajeev, you have today tweeted on Sabrimala that the whole loot seems to have started way back in 2009, even during the UDF regime. Can you explain?
Look, it's not something new I've said. I've said this from the very first day. Look, these so-called crooked brokers, these corrupt people like Unnikrishnan Poti, who were the instruments of doing this corruption, of stealing 4.5 kilos of gold from this holy Sabrimala temple, they are people who are well known to the Congress party. There are photographs of him hobnobbing with Sonia Gandhi. Now, Sonia Gandhi has not invited Unnikrishnan Poti because he's a Ayyappa Bhakt. Sonia Gandhi is certainly not an Ayyappa Bhakt. So Sonia Gandhi has invited him, and he's got 4 photographs of him warmly being welcomed by Sonia Gandhi. For what reason? Because Unnikrishnan Poti is a known crook who has been getting political patronage from Congress governments, and therefore after that the CPM government. This is the point we have maintained from day one, that this is not corruption that is limited to 4.5 kilos of gold from Sabrimala. This is not corruption limited to the last few years. This is a pattern of corruption and exploitation of Hindu temples in Kerala that go back 10, 15, 20 years. And that is why we said from day one, we have said this has to be investigated by a central investigative agency. That is why we have said that the last 30 years of Devaswam board and temple records must be audited by CAG.
Here then they should tell us, Sivankutti should tell us what this same person, Mr. Unnikrishnan Poti, was murmuring in the Chief Minister's ear. What he was telling, whether the Chief Minister is involved in it, he should tell us. So, I feel that a correct inquiry by the CBI, by the scrutiny of the High Court, will reveal more things. So, the CPM is involved. The government of Kerala is involved in it. There are 2 CPM senior leaders, former Devaswam Board persons, are under the scrutiny of the police, and they are in the jail. What more proof you wanted to? They are in the jail, and the party has not suspended them. It shows that the party is aware of this. More senior leaders are involved in it.
Okay, we have political analyst Rahul Ishwar joining us. We also have Dilip Kumar joining us. He's also a political analyst and an author. We also have my colleague Ashwin joining us. Ashwin, help us understand, is the SIT moving closer to this, to finding something concrete in this probe? And also with regard to the Jai Hind controversy, has that left the left embarrassed?
Vasudha, in fact, the Sabrimala controversy has taken center stage, where Chief Minister himself have come out to take out his opinion and has stated remarks against none other than Sonia Gandhi. He has very strongly stated a person who does not get appointment, top Congress leaders do not get appointment with Sonia Gandhi. In fact, Himanta Biswa left Congress because he was not getting appointment with Sonia Gandhi. Previous Chief Minister of Kerala, K. Karunakaran, left the Congress party itself because he was not able to get. But how is it possible that a person accused in gold smuggling got several appointments with Sonia Gandhi? And that is the question today Chief Minister had asked when NDTV, in fact it was NDTV who particularly put out this question to Chief Minister, to which he responded saying that this must be looked into. This comes at a time when the SIT is also probing the matter, where it is obviously reaching to a syndicate which is into smuggling of artifacts as well. H. Venkatesh yesterday, when NDTV spoke to him, he is the person who's in charge of this entire operation, is overseeing this entire SIT. He said the investigation is on track and everybody will be trapped in it. At this juncture, Chief Minister making a strong remark that even the Congress leaders are involved in it and they are not speaking about it, speaks volumes about how this blame game is now shifting and becoming a complete political quagmire. Vasudha.
Thank you, Ashwin, for joining us. Rahul Ishwar, while we are also talking about Sabrimala, I want to ask you a question on the Jai Hind controversy, because my heart actually went out for this woman, because sometimes, sometimes you do say things, probably she hadn't planned it. How has it all become about how unpatriotic the left is?
See, two things. Jai Hind is one of the greatest slogans we have, and Jai Hind was given by Abid Hassan Safrani and Subhash Chandra Bose INA. We should with great pride chant it whether we belong to right, left or center. It's extremely unfortunate that people criticize it, and our left liberal friends, because they are liberal, they have some issues with nationalism as such. I hope they will reconsider their position, because it was given by none less than Subhash Chandra Bose and Abid Hassan Safrani, and it's a great INA chant which has been accepted by people of prime ministers of all parties. So it's extremely unfortunate. If this be the case, I hope somebody from left will come forward and clarify that they have nothing against Jai Hind, and they will come forward and at least express regret regarding this incident.
Okay, Mr. Dilip, somebody I was speaking to was saying that this is not even Vande Mataram or Jai Shri Ram, which are actually, at least Jai Shri Ram is seen as at least aligned with a certain way of thinking, but Vande Mataram or Inqilab Zindabad or Jai Hind are seen as quite secular slogans. What do you think happened here?
Yeah, I have also seen that video. But I think what happened is that she's a newly elected member, and after taking the oath, she said just one day, that is just Jai Hind. Okay, and from the video I see that she was just shy after that. That's all, and nobody has blamed. Is anybody blamed her? No, and she felt it was just something she said without that is.
No, but Dilip Kumar, the embarrassment, or at least it looked like she was very uncomfortable. She looked like she could be pulled up for something like this, which was not something that you expect.
Nobody asked for to show regret. She said that she regretted, but what happened said that was due to her lack of knowledge. Means,
no, but she's a young politician. Her knowledge is something that comes from her lived experience from the party, right? So clearly there is a certain, atmosphere of not saying certain things, of not being, or at least not seeming nationalistic, which I think is a beautiful thing. At least a nation is one identity that holds us together. Rahul Ishwar, is there a sense that...
Just one...
Yeah. Rahul Ishwar.
See, I'm a Hindu right-wing activist, but just one humble submission to our left liberal friends. See, there are some points we should agree with. Jai Hind, National Anthem, Mahatma Gandhi. These are some common grounds, whether we belong to right, left or center, we all agree with. And Vande Mataram, you can say that it is more belonging to us right-wingers, because Vande Mataram had a connotation of Hindu-ness in the past itself. But Jai Hind is a very secular, everyone accepts it. Jai Hind needs to be celebrated. Modi ji says it, the left people says it, and even Bharat Mata Ki Jai was chanted by CPIP people, Communist Party of India, people from Kerala. So, the right thing is, I hope left liberals will come forward, say and clarify that let there be no fear in saying Jai Hind in future. Let there be honesty in saying that we will with great pride tell Jai Hind, because Jai Hind is a secular, pluralistic, harmonious Indian slogan, and we should not bring Jai Hind into debate because of the actions of
Okay,
some
so we have
left liberal
classified
people.
slogans
So I
into
hope
the secular
our
ones
comrades
and the
will come
nationalistic
forward and
ones.
express that.
Ashwin joins us now. Mr. Dilip Kumar, I'll just come to you. Ashwin, what really happened in this case? Because clearly this was a young politician, and like I said earlier, probably she said something that she hadn't intended to say, and why was she so visibly, upset or embarrassed?
Vasudha, I spoke to the Varkala area secretary of the CPM to understand what happened. What he told was this girl has been elected for the first time. She was just watching all the other people, what others were saying. She had in fact prepared something else to say. But she could not say that in the end. After taking oath, she actually didn't plan to say Jai Hind, but she said that because she heard it when other people were also speaking the same. And when she said something which she was not prepared, she had an embarrassment moment. But what is interesting, Vasudha, when I asked the CPM whether they have any problem with it, you know what the reply was? The reply by the area secretary was, see, party did not take any action. We just let go of a mistake. I mean, this is very important, Vasudha. The CPM area secretary said, we just let go of a mistake, and she apologized for it. So when I asked why did she has to apologize, for that there was no response as yet. And that is where this debate is also probably will end, because when the left
Thank you, Ashwin, for that very important point. Dilip, this is exactly what we were talking about. Why should she be asked to apologize? Why is the party actually feeling happy and gracious that they've not really taken action on her?
See, I don't think that secretary what he said, that is he just to evade all these things. He just said that no, I don't think any party, any communist party will ask a member to apologize for that saying on that is this Jai Hind. I don't think what he said is right or correct. That is, she said this, when she said this slogan, she became a bit embarrassed.
Right.
And only that, this guy, he said, that is, we have, that is, she apologized and we have forgiven her. I don't think those things comes out of his ignorance.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, so this is something to think about, especially on the eve of Christmas. Thank you, Mr. Dilip, for joining us. Thank you also, Ashwin, for that breaking piece of news for us.